difference between Nigeria and most of the developing and developed nations of the world is the fact that Nigerian government always negotiates with terrorist organizations. And this is the reason why to end terrorism in Nigeria will take a longer time than everyone thought, maybe until Jesus comes. Welcome to Politics on the Wheel with J. Looking at this carefully, you will understand that the way that the government play hanky-panky with the insecurity issues in Nigeria for the past 8 years is something that Nigerians need to wake up, to do the needful.
I will only die once. I will not die twice. And it's only a coward who will sit in his room and allow someone to kill him.
Recently, a family was kidnapped in Abuja area council, of which the father was released to bring back, money that should secure their release, which was amount to 60 million naira. Of which later on, the lady, the first daughter, was killed, and the father was mandated to bring the remaining balance of 50 million. Upon this, sparked a lot of reaction on social media, X to be precise, and it happens that the former minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Issa Fantamon, made it known on social media that his friend was going to make a donation of 50 million to that family. Ali Pantomo has announced that one of his friends has volunteered to donate the sum of 50 million naira as part of fundraising for the room demanded by the kidnapper for their release. By speaking with one of his friends, of which the friend has volunteered to donate 50 million naira, to facilitate the release of the sister of the deceased. Now, this is a professor of cybersecurity. This is somebody who was in charge of our communication. But he is now being involved in crowdfunding or donating money, for kidnappers, for terrorists, to release those that are holding captive. Let's ask ourselves this simple question. For every call that is being put across within the territory of Nigeria, the Minister of Communication ought to know where that call is coming from. But it's so unfortunate that people are making call, transactions are happening, but yet they cannot trace or pinpoint where this thing is coming from. And for him to be a minister under Muhammadu Buhari, 8 years of government where we have this high level of insecurity that split into this current administration and yet could do nothing, and now participating in donating for the release of this guy raise a lot of question. Some people are saying that he should be arrested because he has committed a crime. If you look at this particularly, one can actually say that the Nigerian government, if they actually want to do this to end insecurity, they can. Seeing what our Nigerian police force has been able to do over time. Because when you see somebody that said something against the government, either trying to, spread falsehood or even trying to expose some certain secrets, we saw how the Nigerian police force switched into investigation and get a person arrested. But why is it the other way around when it comes to the insecurity in the country? Just like one lady said in an interview on Arise TV.
It's been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A multi-billion dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot to do with the sale of drugs. It has a lot to do with mining and illegal bunkering and illegal and illicit mining. And look at the areas that are generally affected by this. Take the Northeast, for instance. In the Northeast, you have the blue diamond. That is a strategic mineral. You have oil at the Chad Basin that is being explored right now, but illegally. You have Zamfara. If you go to Zamfara, Zamfara has more gold than Ghana. Zamfara's gold is being traded in Dubai and other parts of the country. There is a market called Nigerian gold in Dubai. Go and check.
It's actually a multi-billion dollar, investment where some people are already making money from as a result of the constant insecurity that befall the country. A bandit gang armed with sophisticated weapons, including AK-47, has attacked a joint military camp in a village, Basra local government area of Katsina. A security source attached to the camp told Channels Television on Monday that the attack was carried out at about 11:30 p.m. on Sunday. The hoodlums destroyed vehicles and some valuables during the assault, according to the report. Although no life was lost, the source explained that the personnel attached to the camp succeeded in repelling the attack, even though the bandits outweighed them. The bandits outweighed us and invaded the camp, where they set ablaze our vehicles and property because there was no reinforcement through the encounter, he added. If you look at this, how do you even expect a reinforcement? Funding terrorists in the country. What do you expect? They will pick you up. They will do anything they want to do. They will buy any weapon they want to buy. We have custom, we have immigration. How do those weapons get to them? We don't know. But this all boils down to the fact that many Nigerians have already believed that this is a government-sponsored terrorism against itself in order to loot the commonwealth of the nation to their private pocket. Is it true? As many people has been calling that Peter Obi have not reacted to the issue, bordering the kidnapping of this young, this lady and the family in Abuja. But one thing that many people fail to understand is that His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi is not the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, neither is he holding any political office. He's just a candidate for the election that was rigged in favor of the current people in office. So what happened? He went to the court, he could not retrieve this mandate, and as well as Atiku Abubakar, and they have moved on. Reacting to the kid, but he's not the president. That is what the obedient family among many other Nigerians believe. But it is something that we all need to actually rise up and condemn it in totality. But someone wrote something and he said, when Atiku Abubakar condemned the issue of this kidnapping issue, somebody said there was a killing on the 25th of Christmas, but you never reacted. Were you blindfolded to that? Anyway, I'm still searching to see the reaction of Atiku Abubakar, but I believe that he reacted to that particular issue. The issue here is not about reacting. The issue here is about, ending this. If the opposition can come together and see how they can reach out to the government. For example, Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi storming the Asado Villa to tell the president, or probably in a solidarity march, National Assembly or to the Assembly, to say that enough is enough. The insecurity is too much now in the country. While we are talking about this, over 45 passengers were kidnapped between Otukpo, Enugu, road. People traveling from Otukpo to Enugu, 45 passengers were reportedly kidnapped. So it has become a norm now under this government, and they are now demanding for ransom. In Zamfara, a family has been kidnapped, 3 children and their father has been kidnapped, and they are demanding for 100 million naira ransom. So where is the country going if we continue to crowdfunding, the release of these people? The DSS will pick you up with your torchlight phone. But what happened when it comes to this particular issue is the government sponsoring terrorism against its own self to make more money for themselves, for those of them in power. Let's have this conversation at the comment section, as many people believe that this is a government sponsor insecurity.